Hey, hey! Chef Eric Eisenbud here, the Grateful Chef. Back again on a glorious Wednesday night here in New Jersey, in the Grateful Chef kitchen. I'm happy to bring you another great episode of Cooking in the Grateful Chef kitchen with me, Chef Eric Eisenbud. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're eating well. And hope you're being kind. And today we got a great show. I had honestly thrown together something last week, and one of them was just outstanding. So I said, you know what would make a great dish to do on the show? So that's what we're doing today. We are doing tortellini with sausage and peas. I'm using a homemade sausage called Lagunica di Manza. It is Italian sausage. It's a kind of light pink. You'll see it later. What's cool about it is it's got Parmigiano Reggiano and Marsala wine in it, so it's really good. But for this recipe, you could totally use like a veal sausage. You can use Italian sausage. That's perfectly fine. We're doing it in a roasted garlic and basil infused cream sauce, which is really easy to do, and it's outstanding. Delicious. Let me put my sign away here. And we're going to get right to it. All right, so what I want to talk about before we do anything, bravo to my friend, Chef Tommy Polio at the Pasta Shop in Denville, New Jersey. This guy's an incredible chef. He's been all over the country cooking. He's cooked for many people, high-end stuff, private chef stuff. Born and raised in Denville, New Jersey, and his journey has brought him back to Denville, New Jersey, and he operates out of an old laundromat, that when he was taking the bus to go to work, living at home, he would stop. That was the halfway point from like the bus to the house, and it was 24/7. He would stop in there, and it became a place near and dear to his heart. So he ended up renting it and redoing the inside, and he turned it into his restaurant, the Pasta Shop in Denville, New Jersey. All handmade pasta. I basically sent him a text, said, hey, I'm doing a tortellini show. You think you can make me some tortellini? Absolutely. He made it this morning. I picked it up today at noon, and here we are. We've got these beautiful... I'm going to come in close on that. Oh, Lynn's flying in close. We've got these beautiful... They're known as Venus's belly button. Look at that. Woo!
Looks like a hat.
Looks like a hat. It could be like the Pope's hat too, But he made this beautiful batch of cheese tortellini to put in our recipe. So if you're in New Jersey, that's one on your go-to list. The Pasta Shop, Denville, New Jersey. Very cool.
And also he hit a top 100 in the U.S. list this
He
week.
hit the top 100 restaurants in the U.S. list
this week. Top
so
20.
It's very cool. Very cool. Top 20. So yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about the cream, because you got to do a little bit in advance on that. So what I did, I took a head of garlic, got this beautiful head of garlic here, and with my very sharp knife, if you can see that, I cut it straight down around the equator, cut right through, trying to keep it together. I took those two halves, I put them on a sheet of tin foil, I drizzled it with olive oil, wrapped it up, and I roasted it in a, 400 degree oven for about 40 minutes till it gets nice and soft and caramelized. Right? So I did that ahead of time, of course. Then I took my cream, and I used almost a pint of cream in here because I'm going to have it in the fridge to use for other things. I put the cream in here. I squeezed all that beautiful roasted garlic into this pan. Mashed it up with a fork. I threw in some basil leaves. I brought it up to a boil, turned the fire off, covered it up, and I let it steep in there for about an hour. And now you've got roasted garlic and basil infused cream that we're going to use in this dish. Very cool. All right. So Lynn, why don't you meet me over here at
the stove.
Here in my pot I got salted water. That's going to be for the tortellini. It's fresh tortellini. It's going to cook in 3 minutes, maybe. And in my saute pan, I'm going to move this over here. My beautiful saute pan that's been warming, I'm going to heat up about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That nice, and I can see it shimmering already because the pan was hot. This is my Lagunica di Monza sausage. Really beautiful. I took it out of the casing and we're going to put it in our pan and we're going to really make it fine. What I want it to do, I want to break it down really fine, and I want it to infuse and kind of you know, combine with the cream sauce. So I don't want big chunks of sausage in this dish. I want it really, really fine. Let me turn the heat up on that.
And just a few hellos as you're doing that. You've
Awesome.
got Jay Judge. He said, hi, guys.
What's up, Jay?
And Larry Palermo Jr.
Hey, Larry.
And we've got Dave Lagarcia. And
Of course.
a bunch of other folks peeking in.
So I'm using a wooden spoon here. Really the best tool for the job. And again, I'm just breaking it up. As it cooks, it'll break up even more. So I just want to do an initial break up. I want to get it nice and fine. You know, who said breaking up is hard to do?
You can break up that sausage anytime.
Nice. It's a really beautiful thing. And there's a smell already of the Reggiano and the Marsala wine in this sausage. Killer.
And over on your paprika app group,
Is it Meg?
It is Meg.
Hey, Meg. Thanks for joining us. I got this recipe. I put it into paprika yesterday, so we have it. So maybe I'll share it. Share and share alike. And I saw the recipe for the chili crisp. I make my own chili crisp. It's around here somewhere. Great stuff. You're right. It's an incredible sauce. So Lynn's grabbing it. Yeah, here's my chili crisp. Unbelievable. I love it. And you're right. It goes with everything.
Other than me.
Except for Lynn. She doesn't like
And I don't like the
spices.
spice.
Right.
That smells outstanding.
Yeah, it's just, how can it be bad? Marsala wine and Reggiano. Yeah, like I said, I just want to keep breaking this down because I want it nice and small. And I'm not really trying to get it super brown or crispy or anything. I really just want the fat to kind of render out a little bit. And I want these pieces to get nice and small. Beautiful. I love this. Just a little bit.
So you said it didn't need to cook all the way. Is that because it'll cook in the sauce?
Well, no, I just don't want it. You're not looking to really brown the sausage, like caramelize it.
But you want to get rid of the red.
Yeah, you can get rid of the red. Kind of scraping up all the bits on the bottom that are sticking. But we're going to deglaze this with some wine. So, which will help break it down even more. There we go. Nice and fine. Alright. I'm going to do this just until it starts to caramelize a little bit on the edge. But you know, it's not the main goal. Almost smells like apple cider, doesn't it?
It has an edge of apple cider, yes.
Crazy.
That smells delicious.
Alright. Here we go. So, I'm going to turn up our heat just a little bit. And we're going to deglaze. There's half a cup of white wine. Certainly I could use Marsala. Maybe you don't want to use Marsala because it's very strong flavor. and it's already in the sausage. Oops, making a spill. All right, so we're going to put in half a cup of white wine, and we really want to let this simmer away. We want the wine to almost evaporate completely. The wine is also going to help us break up our sausage. So if you were using not a fresh tortellini, you know, which I guess they do, they have some dried tortellini ones that are shelf stable, you'd probably want to put them in your water now. But since our tortellini is going to take literally minutes. All right, very important to let this reduce. If you don't, then you're going to have too watery of a sauce. So you really want the alcohol to burn off. You want the flavor of the wine to stay, and that's what's going to happen. And of course, we're using it to make sure we're scraping up any of the brown bits on the bottom. So if you have this on high, it will evaporate quite quickly, and you'll be left with just the flavor of the wine. You're going to be left with the sausage and a little bit of the olive oil and whatever fat is in this. I'm actually going to make another batch of this sausage that I'm going to use dry aged pork. It's going to be incredible. All right.
I just like the sound of the sizzling.
Sizzle, sizzle.
Sizzle. Can we take a look at the cream sauce?
Yeah. Give that a little stir. So here you got your cream sauce, and you can see there's the basil. I don't know if you can see, but you can see the pieces of the garlic in there.
A little bit.
That's going to be awesome. All right, I can see that our. Now look at the pan. You can see that all the wine has disappeared. What's left is the fat from the sausage and the essence of the wine and some olive oil. I'm going to season this with a tiny bit of salt, like a pinch. You know me, I like to season as we go along. Pinch and a pinch. Okay, I'm going to add, this is a tablespoon and a half of mascarpone cheese. You can actually use blue cheese if you wanted to, but you want something that's nice and melty. And I'm turning that back down and I'm letting this cheese melt.
And Mark Rochelle says howdy, and we've got Sabrina with us saying, hey guys.
Hey Mark and Sabrina. All right, so now this again, this cream that I have here, I used an entire pint of cream, which I'm not going to need for this. I'm going to get my water cranking here because I want to put our pasta in. You know, so I'm not going to use the whole thing, but here you can see in the spoon all that garlic in there. Can you see that?
Yep, I got it at a good angle.
All right. So I'm going to add the cream, some of it. We can always add more. I want to make sure I get a lot of that garlic.
Harder to take it away.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to let that cook. Our cheese has melted. Just want to combine all of this. So this is your sauce. This looks amazing. Crank it. See, and this is what you want. You want a saucy, you know, you want the sausage to kind of incorporate with the sauce. That looks awesome. And I want to try and reduce this. Get a little bit creamy. So we're going to reduce, and then once the pasta is cooked, we're going to take some of the pasta water. We have our cranking over there. And in goes our gorgeous tortellini.
So lovely.
from Tommy. Again, this is going to take minutes. I gotta go the other way because the Tommy's there.
Take a peek in there. The little babies are cooking.
Gonna give a nice stir.
We got some
Turn it
bubble,
up.
got lots of bubbling going
All right,
there.
it's heavy cream, so it can withstand being boiled.
Okay.
All right, we want this to reduce. At this point, I'm going to throw in my frozen peas.
Did you use fresh peas?
You can use fresh peas, but frozen peas work just fine. I don't think you need to. I think maybe using the fresh peas could be a waste.
Ah.
That.
Oh, God, I love this sauce.
Come on, pasta.
Cooked up little
So
babies.
they're already starting to float. It's a good sign. I want to stir these very gently.
And you got a pound of pasta there?
That is a pound. I'm going to taste our sauce. Yeah, you make this sauce and you make like lasagna out of it.
Ooh.
How good would that be? Salt is perfect. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper in there.
How much garlic's coming through?
No. It's very garlic forward.
Sabrina just said, I want to eat my phone right now.
Nice. And really the best way to find out if your pasta is done is to taste it, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna take out one of these.
How much sausage did you use? So the question from Mark Rochelle.
About 14 ounces. It was 4 links. Nice. This pasta is delicious. Not ready yet. It's a little al dente.
And how many do you think this will serve?
This will serve
4?
4, maybe more. So all this is cooking, I'm going to grab a little bit of the pasta water. Because now this is where you play around with the consistency. What consistency do I want? So put a little bit in there. It's going to help thicken if you need to.
Why pasta water rather than...
Well, it's got starch in it. So now it's thinned out. So I definitely want to reduce it a little more. But I want it to be able to coat our pasta. Let's see here. Getting there. Tommy, if you're watching, this pasta is incredible.
Larry Palermo Jr. So this is a really modified version of tortellini carbonara. I like it especially the roasted garlic in the cream sauce.
Yeah.
I'll have to try this one.
I would say it's more like almost more like an Alfredo, because there is no bacon. Well, I guess, if you want to consider the sausage kind of like bacon, but yeah, this sausage that I'm using does not resemble bacon at all in flavor. It's not smoked. It's a very delicate. It's got wine and cheese in it. So I would say this is closer to an Alfredo. All right. The longer it takes, the more I get to taste. Right?
How's it taste?
It's getting there. Let this reduce a little bit.
Daryl Rowland asked, alla panna? I don't know what that is. Alla panna. A-L-L-A space P-A-N-N-A.
With cream?
With cream? It is cream.
It is cream.
Daryl, if you have another question, it is cream.
All right, this pasta's so good, I'm going with it. All right.
So are you mixing it in the pan?
Going in.
I don't know, watch it.
Nice.
What a
flipping. You gotta watch out. Yeah, I'm calling that done. I want to taste again the sauce. Awesome. This is done. We're going over to the cutting board.
Okay.
Where lucky I, is on a plate. How gorgeous is this one? All right. Here we go, guys. So you can see it comes together very easily. The prep is easy, very quick.
Yeah, we've only been going 20 minutes right now.
Of course, we want to make sure that we treat this pasta delicately. And that's again why I wanted to use a more delicate sausage, you know. Some peas, pick up some of that sausage. Oh, hello. You don't need more.
That's awesome. I love that you have leftovers.
Maybe. It's really good. No leftovers. All right. And as if that weren't enough.
Then what?
More
Cheese.
Parmigiano Reggiano on a very large tooth grater that I just kind of sharpened so it's like hard.
You've got Mo out there. He said, here, I don't know what he was responding to. He goes, nope, just me and Eric. So I'm thinking somebody's out. And
Oh, so you're saying that if you were here, this would only serve two.
I think that's it.
So I think you got to do a fly. You got to come down to me.
I'll come to you. And I also see your mom out there too. She said hello.
Hello, Carol.
And she said hi to me too.
Nice. So look at that, you guys. How beautiful. See how the sauce is stuck to the pasta? It's nice and shiny. We're going in. I'm going to do the lean.
All right, go do lean.
Doing the lean. Here we go. Pasta, pasta, sausage, peas. Mmm. Killer. This is one you guys really got to do. A little black pepper.
I'm pretty sure he made it tonight because the other night he made it just for me. So now you get it.
But this is markedly better because of the amazing pasta from Tommy at the Pasta Shop.
Yes.
So anyway, I got a lot of pasta to eat, a lot of tortellini. I love it. If you seek out, make relationships with people in your neighborhood, you know, that's what happened. I met Tommy, we became friendly, and we swapped back and forth stuff. I bought him a nice goodie bag of a lot of homemade Grateful Chef stuff. Anyway, that's our show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We sure did. We'll see you definitely next week. Be well, eat well, be kind, as always, and we'll see you next time on The Grateful Chef. Peace.